Hi, Papa family. I am the Hoodoo Vodou doll. And what we're going to be talking about is how can you get into an ATR or Vodou? I did get this question before, and it's something I did want to talk about. And pretty much it's pretty simple. I'll always say, talk with your ancestors and let your ancestors and spirit guide you to the person that you're supposed to, be with, as far as like mentor leadership. So I started out not in Vodou, but with Orisha, Santeria. Didn't get anything in it. But however, what I did was got my reading. And only because I was going through some stuff. So I guess this also be like a little bit of my backstory. I said it before in the previous videos. But anyway, and I'm pretty sure I'll reiterate it again in the future. I had some personal stuff going on, like at work and things like that, and with stuff around me. And I did have like anxiety from certain stuff. And the reason for it was because I wasn't aligned spiritually. And then there was some other stuff came up in that reading as well. So, I did that, and then I started going on my spiritual quest. So I started with the Orisha that was known. I guess they're pretty, popular. There's so many people out there, especially with Santeria and Lukumi out there. Not so much Isheshe, but they're out there as well. And I think the Vodou is like maybe a more smaller community that's really talked about. And then, of course, there's the fear around Vodou and stuff like that. So, I started with that. And, I just, listened to my music, did my prayers, did my stuff with ancestors. Once I really wanted to get in, I was willing to travel. So sometimes you may have to be willing to travel. I was willing to travel to Florida, to the Babalao that was there. But I wanted something kind of, closer community. So, sometimes that's what we need. So if they're not really close to you, then you may have to travel if there's none around you. So I started searching for, and this is just like a quick synopsis, a quick explanation of it. I started searching for somebody that's practiced Lukumi Santeria with me, because I knew I wasn't going to be going to Africa to be doing anything, so Lukumi was more accessible. Anyway, went to go do that. I searched different botanicals and stuff online, and I kind of I've always been kind of intuitive, and just from pictures and stuff, I knew if there was going to be a vibe or not, or if I was going to get along with the people, or, just if it didn't feel right, I just didn't go. Anyway, so once I did do that, I went a few places, and I was like, I just took my time, and then for some reason, stuff with Vodou kept coming up. I watched it, and things like that. Wasn't 100% interested. I was more because, I thought Orisha was going to be my path. And that was what I was focused on, and that was what I was comfortable with. Because to be honest, Vodou and Loa did scare me in the beginning. Maybe not so much Vodou, but the Loa. But I also was learning about Palo, some other stuff as well. And I went to one place, and a lady, she was like a medium. She wasn't in Vodou or anything, as far as I know. She did me a reading, and my ancestors came through, and also Ursula Freda came through, and was saying that it's funny, I'm mentioning Ursula Freda today. It's Ursula Freda Day. Got my little pink rosary, my pink on, so to honor Ursula, the homie, the Queen Mother. So anyway. So my ancestor was like, that's not for you. You need to be doing something along with this lines. And then, they said something around like a African group. So, I kind of asked I don't know if it was the lady or the spirit, I don't remember. I kind of asked, like, what exactly? Paulo did come out. I knew I was going to do Paulo. Nothing wrong with Paulo, but I knew, I was like, not for me. It kind of makes sense, though. Now that I kind of go, now that I, you know, am in Vodou and stuff, and some other things, but it kind of makes sense. But I was like, not Paulo. The other option was Vodou, because Vodou have different type of spirits and stuff like that, and some of the spirits, those spirits from, you know, type of other stuff. So anyway, so you know, I started trying to do a search. It's so funny because there was a botanica close to me that had a Haitian Vodou organ. And it's funny because I used to take a lady from work sometimes, pass it home. So I was always driving past it, and I noticed it was there until it was time for me to go there. So that's why I say let your spirits, let your ancestors know, because I did talk to my ancestors, I did talk to my spirits, and once they be guided. And pay attention to the signs, because I did get signs, but I was so adverse or scared of certain Vodou Loa and Vodou that I wasn't open to it. And so I ignored those signs. But it's so weird because I did have slight interest, but fear kind of held me back from it. So once I released that and went with it, you know, everything just happened. And it's just so funny because now Vodou is life for me. Like, it's my everything, you know, almost. Like, it's just everything. It's my life. It's like, my life is Vodou. Like, I got interests and stuff, other thing, but it's like you can't separate it. And so when people saying that, especially when you're a priestess or Ogon and stuff, and depending on what level it is, that is your life, it's what you do, it's what you eat and breathe. It's true. It's true. So, anyway. So, that's my first suggestion, to talk with the ancestors and just spiritual team. Number 2, seek out and search. You got to do a little work on your part too. Communities in your area. If there is no communities in your area, there's people on social media, anyone that you might kind of resonate with. See if they do the readings for you, for if there's any little wine stuff for you, if you feel like you're called to it. Because, you know, also, you know, be cautious, make sure they're a reputable source. Like me, I don't do those readings as of yet. One day I will, but I'm not there yet. But if some people are interested, my elder that initiated me and does and can do that for you. And you can just contact me through the description. Also to the subscriber that did ask, if you're still interested, my information is always below in the my videos, and I can connect you with him. And then in the future, I'll be able to do it myself, and, you know, start my own society and stuff, if that what spirit has called for me to do that. But in the future. But right now I don't do those type of readings. Awesome. So sometimes you might have to be willing to travel, or find someone that can travel to you. Now, if they travel to you, there may be some extra costs in that. So, you know, some things could probably be done over a distance, and some things have to be done in person. So just know that, you know, it has to be done in person. You or the Ugan or Mambo will have to travel to do it, and there may be additional costs for that. Also, be serious. These traditions, spirit don't work for free. The Ugan Mambos don't work for free, and the spirit's gonna expect for compensation, and they get that compensation through the Ugan and the Mambo. It's an energy exchange. When back then people used to give up animals, this, that, and the other, because that's what they had. This was value to them. That what people cared about. That how people ate and lived. Crops and animals. Nowadays we have grocery stores. So what we do, what we work for, money. Money. You work for money. You put your energy into earning the money. So when you spend the money, there is an energy exchange. That's currency. That's why they call it currency. Currency, energy. Makes sense, right? I just put those two together. But anyway, currency is energy. So that is an energy exchange. There always got to be some type of energy exchange. So, kind of be, understanding of that. Also, which is interesting enough, just be serious about your spirituality. Be serious. Just don't go out trying to get, because not everybody's supposed to be a mumbo gun. Don't go out trying to get a title that you don't need. Sometimes when you get stuff you don't need, you mess your life up. Or the spirits don't work for you like they would somebody they actually chosen to be in that position. They work for you differently, which is true. And I know other people said it before, but it's true. The spirit will work for someone that they actually chosen to be in that position more so, maybe even quicker or better than someone that just paid into it, that wasn't chosen. Like me, I wasn't interested in voting. I wasn't even interested in being a priestess. I was just going to do my hand at Ifa, the very basic thing. And then if Spirit called me to do more, I would have. I was fine with just, the voting thing. But they made a way for me to. Then so I was called to do it. I didn't know how it was going to be done. And one day, it was being, said or whatever. I told them that if this is what I'm supposed to do, make a way. A few days later, I knew I was going to have it. I knew the way came to me. And so I was able to proceed with that. Then after that, the funds came to me to do my next level, my Asan. And it was something else. I don't remember what it was. And whatever else I had to do. And then my other ceremony. Oh, for my Asan ceremony and the money I had to do for my Asan. That it was, and then each regular that I've done, have done, and am doing with each of the spirits. So there's a certain number of spirits that I have to do certain things for, which is more money. And it's not a small change of money. They made a way for me to get there and for me to do it. Otherwise, this stuff, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. So, when you're chosen, they help you more, to achieve these things. If it's what they want you to do, and if it's what you're called to do, and what you, what you came here for. It's okay just to be what they call a servitor. Now, I don't like that word. I do like the word voodooism, but it's still, but I feel like instead of really serving, that I work with the spirits, more so than serving. But if you're more traditional, servitor, serving, voodooism still kind of, and I guess you can look at it, since Vodou, traditional Vodou means spirit or God, spirit. I guess you could say it in a way, serving God, and yes, you can do that's good. But as far as the Lord, I feel like, I honor them and I work with them more so than serve them. But that's just me. It's okay just to do that. It's okay just to be that. Nothing less, nothing more, and to do things for you and your family. Then there's different levels of, like with Konzo, the different levels of being a Mambo Ugan. And I'm not in Konzo. We're more of a Maku, which is starting to be known a little bit more, and it's more traditional. and been around a lot longer than the Conzo tradition from the city, Port-au-Prince. And even in my tradition, there were still different levels. They wasn't called the same thing. And each house and society is done a little bit different as well. Because when I first became humble, there was just certain stuff I could do and stuff that I couldn't do. Then once I got my son, there was more stuff I could do, but there still was some stuff I couldn't do. And then with each reglement I do for each of the spirit, there's more stuff I can do and some stuff that I can't do. So, it's a process. It'll be going pretty quickly for me, but there's a lot of things I had to go through for all that too. So, spirit work with everybody differently and in different ways. And with each step I take, the more I develop, the better I get, the more closer to spirit I get, connected to the law I get, and the more I'm able to communicate with them better. And also the trust between me and them grows better and stronger each day. So it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. And it's not something that is great. Another thing, I had to let go of a lot of things in due time. It wasn't ripped away from me. It happened when it's supposed to happen. But as I elevated, certain people just fell away, or some people I had to distance myself from. And, it is what it is. I was in a long-term relationship, going two different ways. I was elevating. They stayed the same, or was going more further down in vibration while I was rising in vibrations. We were not going the same place. So eventually we had to separate, but spirit made sure it was done at the right time, not done too quickly, and that I'll be okay. And then, after a little bit of time, then they prepared me to, because, that person was making more money than me. Then they prepared me. Then I left one company, one job, to another job for less pay, but then wound up when the time was right, which was good because it was from a toxic environment and there was a payment where I should have been paid. Then left that one and then went somewhere else to the same company but different store, making more money than I did when I left. So just be guided, and that's just ways that you start building trust with the spirits and stuff like that. Don't rush the process. It just all happened in divine time, and usually it happens right on time. So you just have to learn how to just go with the flow, and have patience and build that trust and that faith. And so that's just, that's that on that. So just contact the person that you might feel vibe with. If you're looking for somebody close to you, just talk to your ancestors, talk to the spirits. If it's for you, they will provide that for you. If it's not, maybe it's a different tradition, maybe it's an ATR, maybe it's not an ATR. For some people, it's the church. For some people, it's Hoodoo. For some people, it's Islam. So everybody's not, supposed to be doing the same thing. Everybody's not supposed to be into ATRs. There's so much stuff out there, and spirituality is vast. You don't have to be religious to be in those traditions, but you could be, find a spiritual science. Because even in Vodou, there are religious people in Vodou, Santeria, Lokumi, Ubanda, all the other ATRs. So you have to see the more spiritual side. Because once you get into the Vodou and the dogma and stuff like that, you left the spiritual side of it. So, is there anything else I wanted to say to the collective? And also, I think this is, so just contact there's people online. If you vibe with them, their energy, contact them. If you vibe with my energy, I don't do those readings, but I have a Ugan that does, and we're probably similar in energy as well. We're both different. We are different, but he can at least get you started. And, you know, you can, and when I'm at that point where I start forming my own house and stuff, then we get there. But until then, I send people to him, and my contact and information is down there. If you want that kind of reading to see if the practice is for you, if the spirits walk with you, and which little wah walks with you, and all that kind of things. My information down there, and then I can talk to you about it, and then we'll see if we can set it up, and maybe you can do it over the phone for you or something. I am in Georgia, so in Atlanta, so for people, you know, they may be here, but if you're not, we can see. But I think I'm gonna end it here. It's a 20-minute video. I'll probably do another reading later. One of these days soon. Tomorrow's gonna be a very busy day. I have some spiritual stuff I need to do, and then pretty much another regular, and then what else? Work course and stuff like that. It's just gonna be a long day. So if you interested in all things spiritual, because I like to talk about spiritual concepts, universal laws, and things like that. But I do talk about stuff with Vodou, Hoodoo, and stuff on occasions, and spiritual lessons from life, and do plenty of tarot readings. That's how my videos started. So that will stay that way as well. They will still always be incorporated. No matter what tradition you're in. So like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're not getting a notification, hit that bell key down below. Till next time, stay blessed. How you, Bobo?